at Sector T, there's this area. It goes down, and it's the same like 3 times. It's just little alcoves and stuff. This area has some strange sort of architecture to it. There's a cliff canyon not far from it. What used to be there was a build-a-rema. The way I describe it is like St. Louis Arch, but very thick. Okay? And the thing they used it for was to survey, because they could see it using a telescope a very specific way, because the light would hit it because it was just tall enough or so. So within a certain range, they could see it. You understand? Because it had like a green casting over it that would glint in the sun, and they knew what it was, right? So they could travel 1,500 kilometers away and still see it if they were looking in the right direction at the right time of day, so on and so forth. That's what they say. So, this place in particular, someone wanted this because they saw a way, right? So, what they do, okay, is they set up a town not too far from it, on that side of the cliff canyon, right? There's nothing really there. It's just a couple of huts, right? Overnight, it's like a sprawling metropolis, and the guys there were like, "Whoa, what is that?" Sent a group of fighters over there. I won't say whatever it was, but you know what they were dressed like. So they went over there, and it's empty. Of course it is. They go, all right, well, someone's trying to say fuck us or something, I guess. So what they did is they set an elaborate series of booby traps and alarms all throughout the place, right? And they went back, and there wasn't anything going on. And they just waited, and eventually it just started to explode. They go, yep, somebody said somebody's there. And so one guy went back. He was wearing the red velveteen suit or something crazy like that, because that's the way they saw something. He wasn't shot dead or nothing. When he came back, he was beaten to a pulp. He goes, "No, we're not going back there. We gotta move, or they gotta move, or something's gotta happen there." They are unbelievably upset. I can't believe the tortures they did to me. And they said he wasn't even the same guy. So they went, I don't think he's the same one. So they put him in a cell and let him rot there for like 15 days or something, and he died. And they're like, yep, I don't think that was him anyways. So they go, okay, fine. So what they do is they plan a nuclear test site silo attack to it. And they say, we're not going to do it, but we're planning it. We're going to do it a different way. And he says, because when you have this, you can do this thing. And he goes, okay, fine. So they plan this whole thing out. Word of it gets over there somehow. I won't say how, okay? So word gets over there, and they go, oh, really? They're going to nuke us? Now, I'm not going to say who it is, right? I'm not going to say who it is. And they go, okay, I'll figure it out. I'll stop them. So what he does is he goes over there and he puts like discord charges all around the one end of the tower that he assumes will fall. It doesn't really do a lot. It does cause structural damage and this and that and the other, but it doesn't do anything to the building really. There's some big holes in it, like golf divots, right? So they're out there trying to patch it up, and they're like, how do we put the green coat back on? He's like, oh, that guy's been dead for a while. I have to look it up. So they can't figure out where to look it up at. They're like, there's too many books now. And they go, fucking damn it. So he calls somebody he knows. He's like, where's the green thing? He's like, I thought you knew. He goes, oh, that's great. Okay, I'll figure it out. So he goes through them one by one. He finally finds it's like account 83 or something. He goes, fine, I'll do it. So he goes up and does it, comes back down. There's nothing wrong. And they go, perfect. Okay, good. Something's wrong. He can't figure it out, but something has changed. He said, what did I do that was different? He's like, it wasn't me. That's what the difference is. When I fixed it, it changed something. What could it have changed? And so he's looking around and he goes, you know what? It's the underground. He's like, there's an underground here that we aren't supposed to touch. He goes, I wonder if I did it incorrectly. So he tries to figure out how to get a hold of the underground they're not supposed to touch, and this isn't something they're supposed to do. He's like, I think I tripped a wire, and they go, okay, I got it. You think you did it? Don't do it. He says, yeah, I think so, but I want to make sure that I did it, or this, that, and the other, you know. So I got some double jumping here, but I want to know if I made a mistake or something, so it doesn't come up later, so I can get it cleared up. I'll go back a step and fix it. He says, okay, fine, good. So what they do is they try to figure out who to talk to about this, and it's Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka's not around anymore. So they go, well, now what? He goes, okay, well, I guess we ignore it. He goes, I hope I didn't do nothing. So what he did is he opened a series of passages that weren't supposed to be opened. Okay? Nobody knows, really. So I can see this. The whole thing is there were guys down there. They were called the Makaras, and they weren't a good way, and they worked in this factory, right, on this planet where it was really rough, you understand? And these guys were designed to stop people from going in the store, or standing in front of the store, or coming to the docks, or getting in the doors, or this, that, and the other, because they're like security goons, basically. So they're kind of crazy. They're half crazy, anyways. And now they're out in what is called Dew Point, because there's a tunnel that goes there. So they have this thing down there, and they have a thing at Dew Point. It's a tower, but the tower's not there. And they go, it's too early. Someone made a mistake. So they go, do we go back? They're like, fuck no, I'm not going back. I hated living in that cell. And they go, it wasn't a bad cell. He said it wasn't a good cell. He's like, you wouldn't have fresh, fair, green grass and ass? He's like, yeah, well, I don't think we're supposed to be out yet. He goes, well, what's the problem with us being out? They did it. He's like, yeah, I guess so. So they try to figure out how to get their tower there. They don't know who to talk to. They're like, let's go to the arch, because the arch was the one watching it. And they go, okay. So they go over to the arch, and they're like, hey, we're from the underground. And they go, oh, good. But someone was looking for you. He thought he did something. Oh, okay, good. So now they're wondering what's going to happen, right? They're there for about a week, and a couple of them disappear. They got whatever, cold feet, right? That's the assumption. The guy comes because he's out of town, right? He's like one of the only ones that travels all the time. He travels across the world, basically. And he comes back. Oh, shit. McCarter goes, okay, I do have something for you. You're supposed to have a tower. He goes, I don't do that. He goes, okay, look, I have a townhouse out here, not that one, but it's supposed to be near to there, and you guys are supposed to take up there if there's any problems or any of you get out. What do you see? And the guy goes, we want the tower. Fuck. He's like, we don't want to go back in. Some of us didn't like the cells. He's like, there were more of us. I don't know where they went. They took off in the night. They're probably afraid or something that you'd send us back in. He goes, no, I don't know how to do it. He's like, oh yeah? He's like, when there was damage to the thing, and I fixed it. He goes, oh, okay. And it opened when he fixed it? He goes, yeah. We go, okay, good. He's like, don't finish my sentence. He's like, that's what I'm supposed to do. He's like, okay. I don't like you, but I'm going to put up with you just because I get it. You're like a clone. He's like, I don't like being talked to that way. I'm a guy. I keep people off the docks. He goes, okay, fine, I get it. You want to work on that? He's like, fuck no, I'm supposed to sit. He goes, okay, hold on. I don't have anything for you. No. We're all taken care of. When it comes down, we're going to get it. I just want that tower. He's like, I want to be able to defend my hole. I don't want them to close up my hole or nothing. Just still got stuff down there. And he goes, okay, I don't know what to do. Can we get into it from here? He's like, that's a pretty good idea. They thought about it. He goes, you know what? How do we get into it from there? He's like, I don't know. I know it's like right below here. They put this on top. How do we get down to it? He's like, there's got to be a back door. He's like, that's what I said the entire time. There has to be, and they never told us where it was. He goes, okay, I'll figure it out. I'll look at the Wonka book. So they look at the Wonka book. They figure out it's in this cascade of mountains nobody really goes into because it's just sort of unremarkable and it looks dangerous. So they don't really go over there. There's nothing to really see, you know. So they go over in there, and there is a cave, and there's a big door. He gets the door right open, and they go in, and there's nothing wrong except that when they get to about halfway, there's a big chasm in the middle of the tunnel, and they go, well, what the fuck is this? He goes, I don't know how to get across. He's like, I can get across if I see the way. He's like, we don't really see the way, we're not supposed to. He goes, fuck, this never ends. He goes, I get it. It really never ends. That's what he always says. And they go, they get it now. They're like Wonka fanboys or something, right? So what he does is he tells this. I know you can't believe this is the story. So what he does is he tells this guy, okay, wait outside. I can get a guy to cross it. He calls this guy up who Pi Dad knows, and this guy comes from Jesus, just the ends of the fucking world over there, and it is a long ride. And he gets there, he's like in a tunnel. He's like, yeah, I hate tunnels. He's like, okay, I'll check. So what he does is he throws some ropes across it. He gets a guy across it. They get everything in. He's like, I don't like being over on this side, Paul. There's something down here. He's like, we're going to build from that side. He's like, we never do it that way. He's like, oh boy, I'm scared. I hear things. He goes, okay, that's not good. That's not normal. Well, let's get a rope swing across here. So they get a series of rope swings on the ceiling to it. And then they build a ramp around it that they can drop. Also, what they did to this chasm room is crazy. Because I don't know, this is something they do. So the bridge is just about built, and there's a big spider that comes out of the wall one day, and they go, holy shit, he wasn't kidding, there is something. And so they don't know, they didn't have any guns. That's the best part about it, they didn't have any guns. So they all run out of there like, there's a giant spider in there, what the fuck is that? You guys trying to eat us? He's like, no. Like, where is everybody? He's like, they leave this time of year. He's like, oh no, okay, let's go. We might come back and fix it because we don't leave jobs undone, but let's go right now. He's like, oh, I'm the only one that stays. He's like, you're in trouble, pal. If that spider comes up here, it's going to get you. So he's like, fine, I'll call my reinforcement guys. They call my reinforcement guys. He's like, I'm going to call you back if you go home. How long can you come back? He's like, we'll stay here for a little bit. He's like, if you foot us a little. He's like, yeah, it's fine. There's preserves and stuff. Come on. So he sits him down in this area. It's got a kitchen. It's got everything, basically. It doesn't have a boudoir or anything, you understand? It's just simple. And they sit him down in this place, and they go, here, we'll be back. So he goes and gets like a foot soldier team. And they go in there, and they can't find the spider. He goes, what the fuck are they doing down here? He's like, I don't know. They were just supposed to build a bridge. Did the other guys do this? No. Do you see the spider webs? Yeah, I see the spider webs. Okay, there is a spider. Let's go. They pull out of there, so we don't see a spider. You guys want us down there while you're working? He's like, no, no one's allowed to see us work. He's like, are you going to do it now? He's like, give me a gun. He's like, okay, look, this is kind of where we draw the line on this. We don't give you our guns. This is my gun, has my name on it, my magazine, this is my stock. I don't give you my gun. He's like, I can go buy you some cheap guns. He's like, it's fine. You are paying me? And they go, look, the guy isn't here right now. You're supposed to be done already. And you said it was just going to be a little bit longer. He's like, yes. This keeps getting worse. And they go, yeah, that's sort of the issue. It does keep getting worse. He's like, okay, we're fine. We'll get it done. So they finish it. And right then, the guy brings in guns and go, oh, we're done. We're going to go. He goes, can we see it? Can we see it before you go? He's like, yeah, it's fine. It's back there. So they go down there and they lay down some planks. They do all sorts of stuff to strengthen it. He's like, I don't think that's going to strengthen it very much, but if it makes you feel safe. He's like, oh, it does. We might drive a truck down there or something. We're not sure. There's a giant spider. We'll see. He goes, a tank will not make it. It will never support a tank. They go, that's fine. He goes, okay, good. So basically everyone leaves. There's no one there for a little bit. Okay. When they come back in like the spring, quote unquote, when they come back in the spring, nothing is wrong at first. They start sniffing around. Everyone's like, oh, it doesn't smell like it usually does. They're like, oh, something's going on. Like, okay, you built the tunnel thing. We're going to take the guys in there. He's like, where are they? He's like, I don't know. Well, they aren't here? He's like, no. None of them. He's like, I thought they would be here. I thought that was, damn it. Well, that's not good. He's like, no, it's not good. He's like, okay. we don't know where they came from, so I will go in there. We will take a squad in there, and we'll go down. Like, we don't even know the way. He's like, it must be a simple way because it's just from here. He goes, okay, fine. So they actually go down there. It is a fairly simple way. They come in there, and they're like, Makardakas, and there is one in there. And he goes, get out of here now. They've invaded it. He's like, who? He's like, that city over there. Why didn't you see it? He's like, I already told them about it. He's like, we've been trying to get rid of it. Now what's going on? He's like, we just got back. He's like, oh, you should leave now. They're going to take it. He's like, what? The tower? He's like, oh, no, they're not. No. How are they coming to? He's like, across the land above. He's like, oh, no, they're not. They're not. No. I see what they want now, though, because that's how we're going to see them. He goes, get out of here. I'm going to leave soon. I just have to grab something. They go, grab it and come with us. He says, no, I have to wait when the door opens. These all have timed locks on them. It's crazy. Swampa does stuff like that. He goes, fine, they tripped an alarm, and now it's doing the recone. I know how it works, but they don't. Eventually, I'll get it. But right now, I can't. He said, fine. Fine. He said, fine, whatever. So they go up, and they don't attack for like a year. They go into the bottom of this place, right? Okay. And they don't know what to do. When they find out that these doors do this weird fucking shit, like, okay, we gotta blow the doors off the hinges. It's like, no, it'll get worse. He's like, why? Because I think it's a wonder. And he goes, I don't care. I'll tear it out again. He's like, you'll be surprised how many times it'll fix itself. And it'll be worse than it was before. He's like, are you certain about that? He goes, yes. So he's like, I'm going to do these 3 doors. And he does these 3 doors. He's like, okay, this has to be a fluke. And he does his 4th door, right? And he digs these tunnels of doors through this place very quickly using this very specific method, right? No, it's totally serious. And now it goes all the way up into the tower, okay? And nobody's sure how this happened. Once they were in the tower, they kept having to blow these doors off. It was obvious when they were coming. No one was there. Some of them went over to the city, and whenever people came up, they shot them because they didn't recognize them. And they were trying to figure out who the Makardakers were. He thought, don't they all have blonde hair with like a green spot in it or something? We should be able to spot them. He's like, yeah, but that's up. That's not. He goes, fuck, I forgot. They wanted to go up. He must have gone to see someone who goes up. Who would they see? He's like, a guy in New York is their guy. He goes, oh, really? He goes, yeah. Okay, I don't know what to do. He goes, okay. I guess we wait it out. We might have to retreat to our other summer home. And they go, okay, we'll come back in force. So that's what they do, and it's not far from the Makardakas, and eventually the Makardakas come to see them. And they're like, oh, this is our summer home. They go, okay, good, we're in good contact. He's like, okay. They've invaded us. He's like, yeah, they invaded us too. We don't know what to do. He's like, what are they? They got giant spiders and shit. He goes, yeah, okay, I don't know what to do. He's like, you should have seen the things the Mechanicum were doing down there. I don't know what's happening anymore. It's the craziest things we've ever seen. They've blown off the doors so many times and tried to move all these Mechanicums. It just comes back. They don't understand it's like an entity that fixes itself. It's very simple. It just makes doors and passageways, and one knows how to deal with it. But we don't. We're like entry-level guys almost. He's like, we can get past some of it, but this is different. He goes, fuck, that's crazy. What? And giant spiders. He goes, yeah. You go, fuck. He's like, well, we can stay over here for a while. We don't have a lot to share right now. Most of our stuff's over there. He's like, no, it's not. He goes, no, it's not. He's like, no, we moved it. He's like, where? We have a spot. It's not our tower. We have a spot up in the north here. And they go, okay. So you took our stuff. He's like, we're just running. So we're like, let's take it. And we'll tell him later. It was fine. So now he's not sure what to think of them, right? So far everything's fine. He's like, I think they're supposed to take stock when they leave. And he goes, yeah, you're probably right about that. Maybe it's because they're colonials. He goes, fine. So what they do is they go up there and they have a lot of stuff up there. He goes, okay, good, maybe it's not that bad, as long as they're willing to share. And they were, it was fine, right? They said, let's get out of here. They moved to a republic. Okay, I'm not going to say how it went, but they moved to a republic, and then they joined a group called the Sunni. So, like, I can't really talk about it. A long time ago. And one of them was sick, and one of them was carrying a disease, one of them had a burden, all these other things. So it was a long time ago. So what happened is this guy from Joan, right, which is like a city sort of up there, like Nome, and this guy from Joan goes down there, right, and he sees what's going on there. He's like, okay, they were trying to get a nuke to it there. I see what the problem is. He's like, that's what the issue is. I will get rid of this, and then I will get rid of that. So he goes to see his man at the Kremlin, because he sees a guy at the Kremlin, and he goes, get rid of that, and then that. He goes, okay, fine. He goes, I don't care how it's done. They send this, I think it was called the Fire Tornado Destructor or something on there, and that's what it looks like. That is the Fire Tornado Destructor 0. And then he used a Gloam, which was something they were still developing and had minimal effect. But when it finally did release its detonation, which is like a week to a year later, it created like a, I would say planet crack, but it wasn't like that. It created like this staccato jump up of like stones. It was crazy because it forces pressure down, and it's crazy. It uses oxygen. It turns the air into fire and stuff, but it does it a very specific way, like a fire whip. It's hard to explain. It didn't work the way they wanted it to, was the thing. So it created this strange ground zero in the middle of the city. And it wasn't that big. It was just, I don't know, like not even an eighth of it, like a 16th of it was blown up. This weird way. So nobody sees nothing, right? The tower falls over. It's a mess over there. Now there's a town around it. Now there's 2 towns around it. We're like a decade in here, and there's just all sorts of stuff around, and most of it's abandoned. But some people live there. It's weird. It's super weird. Nobody goes there anymore. They say to stay away from it. It's hell on earth, Skaven lands or something. This one guy finally sends an expedition over there. He's like, just try to blend in. We're just getting intel. They all disappear. He goes, okay, it's a dead place. So what they do is they got a platoon, and they tried to march through it, and they met with heavy resistance, and they fell back. He's like, okay, we need a tank. And they're fine. So they build up a battalion on the left side to it, or the eastern front, I guess. I don't know. Western front. So they go in there, and they're like, what way are we going in here? It's like, I don't even have a map of it anymore. And they just take the country roads in, right? And they discover nothing's going on. And they go, okay, this is a trick. We know this is not a good place. So they map it out as good as they can, and they leave. Some of the tanks, of course, got caught in the mud. And they go, this is fucking fabulous. So they decommission them like on the spot, right? And it's like 4. So they leave, right? Something's wrong with some of their personnel. They're not acting right anymore. They go, okay, something's going on there. Don't go there without all the things. And they go, okay, fine. No, we're never going to put all the things on this thing. So, okay, it's X. And they exit, which means they have a way to do it, so no one can go there, basically. So that's what it is now. It's just kind of out there. There's this town in the north that's kind of stayed out of the whole thing there, because it's not only remote, it's hard to see it, and if you don't know it's there, you will never see it, basically. And they've lived like that for a long time. It's not bad there, but it's not good. It's rural as hell. So somebody from there figured out what's going on, and he kept a really good record log of it. It's like, well, they're going to find us someday, so we're getting ready to go. And when they were like in their final stage of leaving, only like a couple hundred people were there. They got invaded by the things. And that's basically how that happened. It was there's supposedly some escaped. I don't know. So, about a decade later, a guy with a camera walks through there that goes to some of these weird places, and he goes, "Look at this fucking place," and he takes pictures of it, and they go in this big catalog. If you know what the big catalog is, and it's kind of near the end here, and he gives it a name like starvations, hungers or something, and maybe that's not a good translation. So, and he's like, I lit the torches for ambiance because no one was around. I could tell no one had been around a long time. He goes, what type of place is this? And as far as I know, it was just a common area. And they used to, eat and drink, and it was where they hung out or whatever, basically. On the first couple floors there on the one end of the tower. So that's it. I don't know why you think it's important. Small detail.